Hey everyone, happy Lionsgate. How are you? Just saging you guys first and clearing the energy before we get started doing our free tarot card reading for this sacred day. Hope everybody's doing well. And just so you guys know, this is about how much sage I use when I'm doing a big collective reading. I definitely don't use the whole bundle. And that's one way to really respect the herb, you know? My gosh, it feels so good. I know I always say this, but the smoke in sage is antibacterial and antimicrobial. So, again, very good for the times we're living through. Kills those germs. Oh. I inhaled too much. That was a big inhale. Oh, it smells so good, though. I love the smell of sage. So, this day, what's it all about? What's it mean? Since the sage keeps wanting to burn here, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Lion's Gate and what the Lion's Gate means. And I have this card here on my altar from the Sage Goddess to guide us. Maybe I can try to make that the little thumbnail. So hard at the end to pick a thumbnail. Okay, Jimmy, and slow start. But yeah, I love this card. It says, lead your life. Lion stands for courage, honor, and power. This magnificent creature is associated with the sun, the star that sustains life on earth, and represents the spirit center in each of us. Lionesses are primary hunters and leaders for their pride, and they cooperate. Because females do most of the work, lions symbolize the rising of feminine energies, intuition, creativity, and imagination. Lions rest for up to 20 hours a day. They know how to generate and conserve energy, so it's available when they need it. When they do use it, they go all out. Lions remind us to direct our life force towards passions, confront challenges only when needed, and live from the heart. Lion medicine also helps you find your place in the community where you can shine by contributing your special gifts. The message of the lion is, you are the leader of your life. Rise into your fullest self and take your place as co-creator of the world. So, I got this as an intuitive card. You can get them when you check out at Sage Goddess. It's $1.50 for an oracle pull and a stone. I can't remember the stone. I can't with this, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I love this card. I love lions. I love cats, as you can probably tell. That was my cat Buffy, who did not want to participate in the video. She was sleeping, but she's my baby lion. She definitely knows how to rest. And she definitely knows how to use her energy. She has become very vocal in her later years. So that's been interesting. But yeah, she definitely knows how to rest, and she's always been kind of goals that way. And, but when she wants something, man, you know it, and she usually gets it, because she's so darn cute. Talk about pure positive energy. All animals are definitely that for me. But there's something about cats, that royalness, that confidence that we don't call in enough in our culture. I do think that on some extent, with some people, it's getting better. I, see more people wanting to stand in their power. It can be hard to do in an ego-driven world. Everyone struggles with it, but Leos, like the card said, they live from the heart. So anyhow, that was just a little bit about lions and cats and my feelings there. They are the leaders. They're the king of the jungle, you know what I mean? And today, it's all about calling on the energy of the sun and the spiritual sun. So I'll get into it. So the Lion's Gate is an astrological, I want to say almost astronomical event, because the sun is a planet, right? And it is life-sustaining. It's how we physically sustain life on Earth. So today, the sun and the star Sirius, which is considered the spiritual sun, it's actually like, I think 20 times brighter than our sun and bigger. So like that star and our sun aligns, and it also aligns with the pyramids in Giza and Orion's belt. Like the ancients knew what they were doing, especially the Egyptians, when it comes to this stuff. But honestly, it goes back far to like the beginning of, cultures and people realizing the significance of the planets and the stars. And so this is a powerful portal, dealing with the number 8, because today is August 8th. And it happens every year, but today it just so happens to align with a new moon in Leo. So like, I mean, that's a lot of Lion energy, a lot of Leo energy, a lot of the energy of the sun, and Sirius. And I do want to talk about Sirius. Definitely do extensive research if you feel called, because there is a ton of it on YouTube. My YouTube channel is filled with, people and their knowledge on Lionsgate. And I feel like each one of those people has something cool to offer. You know what I mean? So like, just go to what you're called towards. But there's just so much. It almost feels too big to completely cover. There is a mystery that you're never going to get to the bottom of it. You know what I mean? But some other things that it reminds me of is like working with the golden ray and Christ consciousness. So what do I mean by that? You have 7 main energy centers in your body, right? And let's see, it's the root is number 1. Solar plexus is your core, is your center. It's like right above your belly button, 2 fingers width above your belly button. And that is the energy we're calling the golden ray. It also has to do with, Sirius was the star that led the wise men to like the Christ child, as my teacher calls him. And like, that's a pretty big deal. So that is aligning. And when you think about it, sun, S-U-N, sun, S-O-N, you start to see the overlap in cultures, and the symbolism. The symbolism is deeper than religion, it's spirituality at its core. And so it's just a sacred day of aligning to that sun energy, S-U-N, S-O-N. We are co-creators in our universe, and today it's time to like recognize that and call on that ability that we have to co-create. So what this day is about on a more practical level, that's like, whoa, up there, expansive, like that's what's happening. There is this alignment. This portal is open from July 26th to August 12th, 13th, and then it closes. So we have this time to really manifest what we desire, so you can be specific and ask for what you want. Today, it's like, it's everyone's birthday. And boy, if it's your birthday today. My cousin Jack has a birthday today, and I'm like, oh my God. I mean, his birthday is August 8th. It just blows my mind. He's so lucky. That's a very lucky birthday. But all of us kind of get this chance today to set our intentions, and pretty much know that they're gonna happen. So with that being said, I'm going to try a new spread. So we'll see how it goes. No one's here with me live, so this could get pretty weird if I'm talking to myself. Hopefully someone will join, and then it can be more of a conversation. But regardless, I'll post it afterwards. I have a personal reading today. I usually never go live this early, but I have a personal reading after that. So I and then I'm going to be hanging out with family. Because I feel like after you set your intentions today, a really important thing is to then let it go and let it happen how it's going to happen. Because we're co-creators, right? Like, we have some control. You know what I mean? We can put our desires out there, but then trust the universe to take it from there, you know? And it's not easy, but it's what's necessary, and how manifestation works. You know, the letting go part of it is a really important part of the process, and it is a full moon too. Hi, Life Ninja. I'm so happy you joined. So I was just like talking about the Lion's Gate, and New Moon in Leo, and kind of what it's all about. So just like a 2-second recap, the main thing you need to know is the fact that the star Sirius, which is known as the spiritual sun. Oh, yay! Good, I'm so glad that you popped in right now. It is the right moment. So today is when the spiritual sun, Sirius, aligns with our physical sun. It's the peak of this portal called the Lion's Gate, which lasts from July 26th to around August 12th, 13th. And it's a time where you can really manifest what you want. It's probably the most powerful day for manifestation of the year. So, oh, very cool. You just got a reading done about it. Sweet. Yeah. So today's the day to set the intentions and like, really feel that when you're setting them, they are going to come to fruition. And it's a new moon. So it's also a day of release. New moons are always also a day of release. So, and that's kind of needed to, well, it is needed to manifest too, no kind of about it. You need to clear the blockages so that your channel is clear to receive whatever it is you're asking for. Because as soon as you send out an intention into the universe does want to bring it back to you, but you have to kind of be at a level where you can receive it, at a frequency where you can receive it. So, today is a great day to set intentions to release all that no longer serves, and get specific about things that you want to release that aren't serving you, that you know that aren't serving you, but maybe you need help with releasing. Today's a great day for those intentions too. I would definitely do both. I would do the releasing intentions, and I would do then what you are calling in, and I would get specific because you can, so why not? So yeah, it's that 8 energy. It's talking about cycles. 8 is also a number of prosperity. It's the infinity symbol when turned on its side. And on top of that, it's this day where this energy of alignment peaks, where the star Sirius aligns with our sun, the pyramids in Giza, the Orion's belt. Like, it's a big day. And I found out about it a couple years ago. And on the new moon, like you're saying, Life Ninja, which is super rare. I want to say, I was watching a video on it. There's so much numerology attached to this day, and tarot. But I think it happens every 20 years, but don't quote me on that. I think it's not an every year occurrence that it happens on new moon in Leo. So time to take advantage of this energy. So without any further ado, I am going to get started because I have a personal reading at 1:30. So it's not going to be a long reading today. What I'm doing is I'm going to try to make a Merkabah. So it might be more of a post later on, like for you to actually see it. But a Merkabah, do I have one down here? Yes, I do. Perfect. A Merkabah is this. So hold on. Let me hold it in a way where you can really see it. And Merkabah stands for light, spirit, body. Mer, light. Ka, spirit. And Ba, body. And it's supposed to be a vehicle of ascension, essentially. Apparently, this is how we used to travel around before we became all 3D and stuff. So, I believe it, and I channeled today that I was supposed to do a reading in, like, kind of a 3D perspective of the Merkabah. So I'm going to try my best. I'm going to do the triangles with this, and I'm going to do it for each element. So it's essentially going to look like a star. but this is what I'm kind of mirroring it after. And yeah, I'm going to mirror it after this. And so I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite to do the triangles. And then inside them, I'm going to be pulling a card from the Work Your Light Oracle, which I feel really attached to and have channeled with really deeply. It's made me realize that, you know, tarot and oracle just work so well together. You know, for a while I was like, a tarot card reader. And then I didn't do the oracle. And then I realized how much deeper my practice became and my psychic abilities became, frankly, when I started working with the oracle. And then this is my brand new deck that I'm going to be pulling a card for. And this is going to be in the center. So we'll see what happens there. So let me get started. Let me open a circle. If you just want to roll your shoulders back, close your eyes. That was the other message that I was really getting today. When I was getting ready, because that's always when they just seem to come in at the perfect time, where I'm always like, well, what am I going to talk about besides, like, what is the Lion's Gate? And it was this message about closing your eyes, and also I think that's the reason I end up doing my makeup like this, which is not even today, by the way, so, but it doesn't matter. What it's about is it's almost like little sunglasses for me. They're like shading my seeing eyes so I can open my knowing eye. And I think that's really important to do today, because you do know what you want. It's just a lot of conditioning that you need to get past to really connect in with that. Hello, how are you? So I'm just about to get started. I'm going to post this later if you're more curious about the Lion's Gate and what it's all about. But I'm going to get started with the free tarot card reading right now. So if you guys want to close your eyes, open up that knowing eye, close the seeing eyes for now, because they don't need to see. Sometimes your seeing eye can be deceiving, but your knowing eye never is. And that's like the other main message I wanted to get out there today. So even if I only came live to say that, I feel like mission accomplished. But there's more. There's lots more, I think, that we should delve into. So here we go. I'm going to open the circle and call in the elements, and we'll get started with the cards. God and Goddess, Source, Creator, Universe, energies of love and light. I open this circle. Please guide us through and help us activate any light codes that need to be activated within us today. Thank you for giving us clarity and answers of the highest love, light, and truth that will serve us and serve the whole. Amen. Blessed be, harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen, aho, and so it is. I welcome in all of our spirit guides, ancestors of love and light. I welcome you to be here with us now, along with the elements. And guides and guardians. I welcome in the element of air, direction of east, direction of the dawn. With this dawn that rose today, may it see us finding clarity, knowing our life purpose, knowing the way forward, and being able to expand those energies of our desires. We welcome you in, guides and guardians of the direction of east, element of air, with gratitude, so much gratitude. Thank you for being here. Guides and guardians of the south, the high noon, time of high noon, which we're in right now, element of fire. Thank you for being here today to connect us in with our passions, with our creativity, with the things that make us want to wake up each day. Thank you for letting up that joy within us so that we may show up in the world fully transformed. And thank you for helping us download this secret fire, messages of pure light. The secret fire comes to us in a form of fire that can only create and can't destroy. It's a really deep thing, and I activate that today. Thank you for being here, guides and guardians of the south, an element of fire. I welcome you into the circle with gratitude. Guides and guardians of the West, element of water, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here to give us flow today and help us release and let go all of the blockages that may have been preventing us from fully manifesting what we desire up until now. Thank you for letting those blockages just wash through and out of us and clearing our channels so that what we wish to receive is able to come fully. And guides and guardians of the North, element of earth, and also in the West, just really quickly, this is the time of sunset. This is another one of my favorite times. And so just calling on those releasing energies. Thank you for allowing us to release. We welcome you into the circle with love and light, element of water, direction of the West. And guides and guardians of the North, the evening, the darkness. But in the darkness is our ancestors and ancient wisdom of the earth. Thank you, ancestors, for being here today with us, for keeping us safe and protected, for helping us know and understand and heal our lineage. We welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude and love. I welcome you in. I welcome in all energies of love and light and nothing else. And with that, the circle is open. Amen. Blessed be, harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen, aho, and so it is. Woof. I love opening the circle. It's probably my favorite part of it all, frankly, because I started to channel there. It's so hard to remember what I say, though. I know I was talking about the secret fire, which is a whole other thing, but you know, we live in a dualistic universe for the most part. And it's always important to see the flip side of the coin, you know, frustration, gratitude, hate, love, you know what I mean? But there's something above that. There's like a deeper magic, and it's it always makes me think of Aslan, actually, from Narnia. But what it is, the secret fire, is a fire that only can create, and it's not binary. It's single, and it's force. It's deeper. It's stronger, and it is the light. And today's the day that the light wins. Like, I saw this post on Facebook, and it's like, today's the day that the light overwhelms the darkness. And we definitely know at this point what darkness looks like. But today, the light wins. And it's like, it's magic that the darkness can never know. It can't even touch it. It's deep. It's love. It's love in its purest form. So, with that, I'm going to see what the cards have to say. Holy cow. All right. So I'm going to be using the Radiant Rider-Waite, and I'm going to try this pattern that my guides wanted me to do. I'm not, how do I put it? I don't usually do like crazy spreads or anything like that, but today I really felt called, because tarot is an art form in a sense, like it's very visual. So I'm going to try to do a Merkabah, which means light, spirit, body. So this is how we were thought to travel back in the day. And some people have said that when they have seen someone pass away, that this is what they see. So, you know, but our souls used to be able to travel like this. And it means light, spirit, body, Merkabah. Mer, light, ka, spirit, ba, body. So I'm going to try to do the triangles with the Rider-Waite and like kind of do a thing where it's in the directions of east, south, west, and north. So we'll see what happens, and then I'm going to fill it in with oracle cards. Okay, here we go. Whew. Okay. Dear God and Goddess, thank you for giving us messages of the highest love, light, and truth on this Lion's Gate. Thank you for showing us how we can expand the energy of our desires that live in love and light. And thank you for showing us how to ground those desires into our everyday reality so that we as a whole collective consciousness may rise in our frequency to that of one of love. Amen. Blessed be, harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen, aho, and so it is. Okay. And I'm just going to start shuffling and see if I can get 3 cards to come out. All right. The Lovers, the first card out, in the direction of East. So East is about, the direction of East, element of air, is about expansion. Holy crap. Okay, let me see if I can move my phone back even further. My altar is super packed right now with stuff. I just want you to be able to see the cards fly out. So far, we've got the Lovers, which is all about decision making, all about integration of the divine masculine and feminine, and Kundalini energy, which is that rising, like, it's the rising and integration of divine masculine and feminine, which it lives in all of us. And when that energy rises, it's creation energy. Yeah, this is a beautiful first card out. So, some decisions. We're definitely coming to the end of something here, coming full circle with the World card. And so let's see if I can make it into... My post later is going to show the triangle here. So, maybe one more card to just complete it, because I'm going to do 3 in each section. So something's coming full circle, and we need to make a decision. Probably about to release something. I'm really feeling that strongly. Dang! 3 major arcana cards. Whoa, okay. I was doing a thing with the Sage Goddess. So all the major arcana are on the top, but they didn't fly out from the top. Weird. I don't know. We're going to go with it. Because I don't feel like I should shuffle them any more than they are. So we got the Hermit. So funny, because I was thinking about all of these cards this morning. I think about the tarot a lot, not gonna lie. So some major energies here with the Dawn. And the element of air, which is all about communication and our words and our mind, what we're thinking about. So the Hermit is the light and the darkness, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Being a light in the darkness, because if everyone be a light, like, it kind of it cancels out the dark, and some days that's powerful. You need both, right? You need darkness and light, but today is like the light. So the Hermit is holding that lantern, which is the wisdom of the light, and so I think the place that we're making decisions from now comes from the wisdom of our experiences of going through the dark, of the dark nights of the soul. These are big decisions about how we can integrate those experiences and take the lessons and not the pain. It's time to release the pain. It is time. The world to me is it's an ending, really, an ending and beginning, because the circle never ends, right? And so, but a cycle is ending and another one's beginning. So that's really beautiful. So we're just carrying the wisdom forward, essentially. And that wisdom is going to enable us to make decisions. It's almost like you know what you don't want, and you've done all the process of elimination. Now all that's left is what you do. The hardest part is behind you if you choose it to be, and I definitely think a lot of us are choosing that at this time. All right, so let's move into the South. That was pretty powerful. Whoa, okay. Okay, so we've got the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles. That's 3 6s so far. So the 6 of Swords is about moving out of turbulent waters into smoother shores. So it's a movement card, which makes a lot of sense, because where in the East it talks about a cycle coming to completion, and us kind of carrying our knowledge forward into this new beginning. So this is the movement of that kind of expressed, and it is mental energy, but it could be physical too. Some of us could be relocating, because I keep getting a lot of messages about journeys, and I know the last reading I did for Lammas, there was a message about like journeys. So you might be going on a physical journey, but this is also the journey of your mind, of moving from one mindset to another, you know? And the mindset that you're moving to is a more positive one with this new cycle, because you're setting your intentions today to make that so. And what is this mindset? It's equal give and take. So important, you know? What you give, what you put out into the world, you get back in threefold. And it's just true. You know what I mean? So this is about remembering that and kind of applying that every day, and striving for equal give and take, and that flow. So interesting. So 6 is also as above, so below. So it's like taking the wisdom of spirit too and incorporating it into our everyday lives. Yeah, it's just creating that flow though, even though it is in the South, which is interesting, which is, you know, traditionally more about like your passion and stuff. Like, that's what's going to allow your channel to get purified and kind of clear, because fire burns clean too. Fire and wood are their opposites, but to me, there's so many comparisons to be made there too. I was thinking about that today too, because I'm a Sagittarius sun and Scorpio moon, and that's, you know, Sag is a fire sign and Scorpio is a water sign, and it's another one of those things that you really need both of. Interestingly enough, these cards are neither of those signs. This is air, swords are air, and pentacles are earth. So energies of give and take here, and moving into that positive mindset of equal give and take, creating a flow in our lives where, you know, prosperity just keeps growing that way. The more you give, the more you receive, and the more you receive, the more you should give. And that's what keeps the scales even. See that scale in his hand? That's what allows this person who's like looking for the coins to stand up, for them to both stand up and stand in their power. Tie-dyed clothing, thanks for joining. Alright, so let me pull one more card here in the South. Oh, okay. They're not wanting to like fly out, they're flipping over within the deck. Interesting. Okay, so we have the 9 of Wands. Love this card. So this is about your priorities and making your priorities known and clear, and standing in them. 9s are just like really powerful numbers. It's another completion number, coming to the end of something. But with this energy is you're coming to the end of any sort of indecision or where your passion lies. Like this is like clarity over that. He's grabbing that one. He picked it. And now he's using this energy of knowing what his priorities are to create that flow, that give and take. He, she, doesn't matter. So 6s and 9s. 3, 6, and 9 to me are the most powerful numbers in the universe. So it's interesting that they're showing up today. This spread is so beautiful. I'm going to take like 100 pictures of it. Okay. Alright, let's see. So now we are on to, let me take one more sip of coffee here. The element of water in the west. So direction of west, element of water. So here we go for that triangle. And let me know if you guys have any questions along the way. All right. Dang, they're flying out. Loving it. Love when that happens. So we have the King of Swords and the 2 of Cups. Ooh, I love this energy. So the King of Swords. Well, the King of Swords doesn't mess around. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be this, and it isn't in this kind of reading, frankly. It's bigger than that. It's about, kings are always mature. So, you know, again, gender doesn't really matter so much in the tarot, but when you get like a king, queen, knight, or page, it usually is a person in our life. And I'm thinking in this reading, this, since it's actually the first like person court card, this is us. Wow, it's like buzzing in my hands. So we're showing up as the King of Swords, which is we are doing things from a logical perspective. from a place of maturity and wisdom of gained experience. You know, we're not newbies at this anymore. These are intentions and desires and things that we've been working at manifesting for a long time, and we're showing up as the king, which is great. And I think because of that, maturity and wisdom, the universe is rewarding us with this soulmate energy, which is so beautiful. Two of Cups is the soulmate card. So, you know, basically, it's really interesting because I do feel like in the South here, with the Nine of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and Six of Swords, it's a lot of work on ourselves to get to a more positive mindset. And then we get to the West, and, you know, the element of water, which is also associated with the season of fall. So this is what's coming up next. You know, we're at the end of the fire time of our life. So this is what we're doing now. We're figuring out what our priority is and how to create equal give and take within that. And moving out of a mindset of lack, or where the scales aren't balanced, into bounce. Six is all about bounce. And so, so we're at the end of like the summer part of the wheel, so to speak. And in the West, we move into the fall. So this is what's coming. This is kind of like the potential future. And the potential future is, well, we've done the work on ourselves. Now we can welcome in a love that's going to be of a very high vibration because we've done the work and we've gotten the clarity we need. We've used that wisdom, we've integrated that wisdom. So this is beautiful to see. This is like clarity, soulmates. Loving it. Love, love, love. And look, there's a lion. I think it's called a griffin when the lion has wings. Anywho. So let's see. How do I do? This is me trying to figure out sacred geometry. Let's see. Okay, so that one was like that. Brain is struggling. I think, yeah. Oh, this looks so cool. I can't wait to post a picture. Okay. Sorry. Okay. There we go. So one more card and the, oh, shoot. More than one card popped out. And they're in reverse. Oh, I didn't think about if I wanted to take reverse. Okay, we're going to take it because I never say this, but I don't think it matters. Because of the way I'm facing it. Interestingly enough, like with the triangle. So we did get the Empress in reverse. So that's just showing us that the only way we could cause a delay in this energy, I don't even want to say like that it wouldn't come in, because it is, but is to just not fully stand in our creativity. So it's just reminding us here. And it's interesting because in reverse she's connecting into the element of fire, so I actually feel like it's not a bad thing that she's in reverse, because she's connecting into that creativity. She's getting all the insight she needs. She's sticking her head down and going, all right, like, what do I need? She's connecting in with the earth, which she's all about because she's Mother Earth. So to me, this is about grounding yourself in nature is how I really feel it. And doing that, like getting outside whenever you can. Like, I know it's really hard for me right now. I'm like working close to full time, but I always try to get out for nature walks, or even looking outside, like, or getting outside just for a couple minutes to connect in with your creativity, because there's answers there. There is always answers in nature. If you're stuck with something, that's where you can go, and the Empress is here to remind you of that. Oh, I'm so glad the mystical tree bar. Hi, love. How are you? I'm glad that it's in line with what you've been feeling. Always the goal of my channelings. All right, so, and then the other card that popped out, not boo, Devil, but it was in reverse. So interesting. Another card that, well, the Empress, I don't always love to see in reverse, but I understand why it is here. The Devil in reverse is actually a good thing. Let's see. Okay, interesting. So with the Devil upright, it talks about temptation, right? And it's interesting because we started with the Lovers in the East, and the devil kind of is the lovers, but they're like in a dark place because something got toxic. Like they're, how do I word what I'm trying to say here? They think they're trapped in something. You are not trapped. That's an illusion. That's just simply not true. You are not trapped. And this could show up as limited thinking. It's the card of Capricorn too. Again, doesn't mean anything. I don't even know. Capricorn is the earth sign, so I think that's why I'm thinking it, because now we're in the north. But it's in reverse. So we're realizing we're not trapped anymore. We're realizing that we have unlimited potential and that it's not only okay to tap into it, it's our birthright and it's what we absolutely should be doing. This is the day to realize, if there's any day, that it really can come true. It requires the heart of a believer. It requires trust at a difficult time in our universe. It's not easy. This work is not easy, but it is so possible. And I actually feel like this is us overcoming our temptations. Our temptations maybe to give into like a not as creative life. You know what I mean? The temptation to feel trapped in our small little bubble, in our small little world. No, this is an invitation to expansion because you've overcome those temptations. So I actually don't mind that it's here at all. Not that it's up to me, but I see where it's all going, and this looks so cool. I'm glad that like my spirit guides told me to do it this way. Oh, okay. So we got our next card was the Page of Cups. So interesting. I love the progression of it. So the Page of Cups is all about an offer of love coming in. So yes. And check on the time. Okay, I do not have a lot of time left. I might only be able to pull one oracle card, but that's all right. I'm feeling like that's all we're gonna need. So an offer of love coming in. Perfect. Like, again, there's the Two of Cups here, so it's interesting that now this is like the physical manifestation of that soulmate energy. And it's new. Whether it's somebody new or somebody from the past or somebody current where things are weird, this is new. So like you're coming at it from a clean slate because you've overcome your own demons, so to speak, So this is beautiful. The physical manifestation of soulmate energy. Loving it. And also I wanted to say, if any of you want to friend me on Facebook, feel free to. My name is Janine, like it's spelled here, Janene, and then Gibbons, Gibb, as in boy, ONS. Because I'm going to post a ton of stuff on Lionsgate on there today that is like not as effective to post on Instagram. But there's so much numerology, and basically next year, 2022, 22, is kind of all about that twin flame energy. So that is definitely what's coming for a lot of people. And like everyone's going to be at different points in it. Like you might be with someone who is your chosen person. But there's just going to be a new level of understanding and love. So, and if you're not, well, it's coming. So get ready for that. Ooh. And our last card out. Interesting. It's interesting. Okay, so 5 of Wands. Change. Change. I think that this talks about kind of the battle to get there. And, there was another tarot card reader I was watching earlier this week who was talking about this card in a new way, and I thought it was really inspiring. But this is just the tension sometimes that change creates. So, it doesn't always look pretty when we're doing the work. There may be slips and there may be mistakes along the way. The message of this card, I feel, is to keep getting back up. Keep getting back up. And welcome the change, even if it's scary, if it seems scary to you. welcome it, because after this comes the Six of Wands, which is the victory card. You have to go through the change to get to the victory. There can't be any victory without change. If you're at point A and you're looking to get to point B, or point C, you need point B in the middle. And so this is just the change of all that's gonna be happening. All right, so our Merkabah's done. Wow, I sound like a Valley girl when I did that. I don't know why my voice has been higher lately. It's a weird thing. But I'm going to pull one oracle card from the Conscious Spirit deck, because it's our new one. I really want to pull more, but I don't have time because I have a personal reading soon. So, but I think this is going to be good. Alright, so let me just pull one more card and then I'm going to release the circle pretty quickly here. Let's see what like kind of overarching message is for us. Okay, so here we go. Dear God and Goddess, thank you for giving us a message to guide us through this process of finding ourselves, finding our most authentic selves, so that we can call in a partner to co-create with on this physical plane, or deepen our relationship with our current partner, to really raise the collective consciousness, the frequency of our planet at this time. Amen. Blessed be, harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen, ho, and so it is. Okay, here we go. Last card. I'm gonna cry. I seriously may cry. Cool. Don't do it, Janine. No, do it. Always do it. It's purifying. The Healer is the card that came out, and it's number 8. Shit. And this is full proof that I'm an empath. So it's 8-8, and the Healer card popped out. Wow. Oh my god, I was not expecting it. Emotional. Okay, here we go. Whew. Okay. I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing towards others. Honestly, I don't think there's much to add to that. I think that when you do the work to heal yourself, you open up the ability in you to heal others. And, you know, it's just so important to remember that you're not alone. You have your friends, your family, your community, and source, you know what I mean, that is helping you do this. And you guys are all that. Thank you so much. All right, let me read this card. Number 8, the Healer. Okay. And then I am going to post this. Okay. Number 8, Healer. Okay. I'm loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. This card is here to ask you to awaken your natural feminine healing abilities. But before you can begin to heal others, you need to bring about a healing in your own life on a mental, physical, and spiritual level. To do this, you must connect to the healing energies of nature by eating a fresh, organic, oh god, this is specific, whole foods if possible, follow a vegetarian diet. This is like, you know, at your own comfort level. You also need to remove chemical toxins from your diet, your beauty regimen, and your environment. Treat your body with the utmost respect. Give it rest, exercise, nutrition when it needs it. Do not neglect any aspect of yourself. Love that. You may need to see a natural healer should you have a reoccurring or persistent condition. If you are healthy and this card comes up, it could mean that you need to share your own healing experiences with others or study a natural healing technique so that you are able to heal others. There are many natural healing fields that bring a greater understanding and respect for nature and the universe. Herbalism, crystal healing, that's me. Reiki, my madre. Find one that resonates with you. Whether you simply read about a subject or do a course, both will bring further healing and a greater understanding of health in your own life. Well, I love that so much. I'm mainly a vegetarian. I eat salmon sometimes for protein. I think that's like such a personal issue, but at this time it would help the planet. Anytime you can eat whole foods, you really are nourishing your body, which is your temple, and like removing toxins. Like I'm trying to do an alcohol cleanse for this month of Leo. And there's been a couple days that I missed, but like I have to say, for the most part, it feels so good. And it's just so good to reconnect with your body, to give it whole foods from the earth, you know? So like, and to get rest and take a walk when you need to. And then you're able to show up for others as the healer, which I think so many of you are. So I'm going to end it there. I'm going to close the circle really quickly and release the guides and guardians. Hi Tish, I will be with you in 1 second. Let me just post this, love. You caught me at the tail end of the collective reading for the Lionsgate, so I'm just gonna post this and then I'm gonna give you a video call, okay? I'm so glad you joined. I'm like, oh, I hope she doesn't try to call me. I don't know how, with the technologies, how that goes. But I'm just gonna release the guides and guardians of this, of the 4 elements, and then I will post this later, and it's going to be a cool post. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I love you so much, and happy Lionsgate and full moon. Okay, here we go. Guides and guardians of the element of earth, ancestors, the earth itself. Thank you for being here today to show us that change is on the way and that soulmate connection is coming. When we learn to heal ourselves and become the healer for others, we release you with gratitude from the circle. Guides and guardians of the west, element of water, thank you for showing us what's coming and the flow that's ahead, and that all of our emotions, all the tears cried from our experience was worth it, because now we have clarity. Guides and guardians of the south, element of fire, thank you for being here. Thank you for showing us that that there is balance that is needed in our life, an equal give and take, and that we're moving towards smoother shores ahead, and that we know our priorities, and that we're allowing all that no longer serves to burn clean. Release you with gratitude from the circle. And finally, guides and guardians of the east, element of air, thank you for being here today to show us that we're at the end of the cycle and the beginning of another, and that we hold the lantern to that knowledge of the light, the secret flame within us all that will create a better world for us all. We release you with gratitude from the circle. I release all guides and guardians of love and light, and with that, the circle is closed. Amen. Blessed be Hermit. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Aho. And so it is. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me, and I will talk to you later today when I post this. Tish, I'm just going to take a picture, post this, and then I will call you. All right. Love you guys so much. Take care. If you need a personal reading, DM me.